To our peers and course instructor, we are Group 15 and we welcome you to our presentation. This presentation will focus on resistance to change and the strategies that can be adopted to reduce resistance. In an organization, change is always beneficial but difficult to implement. Change refers to any alteration in the organizational environment, processes, structure, or technology aimed at improving efficiency and effectiveness in an organization. Therefore, recognizing and addressing resistance to change is crucial for the successful implementation of change initiatives. At the end of this presentation, you will be able to understand various dynamics of resistance to change within an organization. The objectives of this presentation are to discuss the concept of resistance to change, the factors that influence resistance to change, the effects of resistance to change, the strategies that can reduce resistance, and the significance of the strategies.
Resistance to change is an individual characteristics that shows a negative attitude to change, and there is a tendency to avoid and even fight against the change. Understanding resistance is crucial for successful implementation of change initiatives, especially in the workplace. Two main factors are known to influence resistance to change, namely individual factors and situational organizational factors. Individual factors occurs when employees resist change based on their perception. For example, fear of the unknown, fear of failure, emotional responses, mistrust and lack of confidence, and lack of awareness. Situational organizational factors occurs due to external conditions and circumstances within an organization that affects how employees respond to change. Examples include poor communication, unrealistic timelines, and existing organizational culture and norms.
We will further examine two examples of individual factors, mainly mistrust and fear of failure. In a climate of mistrust, meaningful organizational change is challenging. Mistrust can be manifested when employees do not believe their leader is upfront about the change or have their best interests. This may increase skepticism, disengagement, and a negative workplace atmosphere. Fear of failure occurs when employees lack confidence in their abilities to adapt to the change. They may become increasingly concerned about their capacity to function with new technologies, which may cause reluctance to engage, procrastination, and stress and anxiety in these individuals. We will further discuss two examples of situational factors, mainly communication and organizational culture. Communication shapes how employees perceive and react to change. When communication is clear, consistent, and transparent, it can reduce fear, uncertainty, and build trust. Poor communication can lead to misunderstanding and increased resistance in an organization. Organizational culture acts as a framework in which employees interpret change and decide how to react. A culture that encourages creativity and flexibility makes it easier for employees to accept and adapt to change. Culture can impact involvement and empowerment, innovation, and adaptability of employees.
Resistance to change in organizations is rarely influenced by a single factor. It arises from a combination of individual and situational factors. Understanding how these factors interact can help leaders develop more effective strategies to manage and mitigate resistance. For example, an employee's fear of failure can be worsened by a lack of training and unclear communications about new expectations. Effects of resistance to change. Resistance to change can have significant impacts on organizational growth. Therefore, understanding these effects can help leaders to anticipate challenges and develop strategies to overcome them. The negative effects on organizational performance includes decreased productivity, increased cost and delayed implementations. The negative effect on employee well-being and morale includes heightened stress and anxiety, and reduced job satisfaction and erosion of trust.
Cutter and Schlesinger suggested 6 strategies to overcome resistance to change. 1. Education and communication. Inaccurate information and miscommunication can cause problems. Educating employees about the need for change will reduce this. Number 2. Participation and involvement. Involving employees in decision-making can help them to understand the reasons for the change better. 3. Facilitation and support. This helps employees to deal with fear or anxiety during the transition period of the change. 4. Manipulation and co-option. This plays a symbolic role in decision-making without threatening it. 5. Negotiation and agreement. This offers incentives not to resist the change that can occur. 6. Explicit or implicit coercion. This is the last resort, where speed is essential. Managers can explicitly or implicitly force employees to accept the change, otherwise sanctions can occur, such as firing, not promoting, or transferring jobs.
This is an illustration of the significance of the strategies that can be used to reduce resistance to change. The ability to communicate transparently is the main significance of the strategies. It is essential for managing change and decreasing opposition. Aligning change with the organizational culture is another significant. When change initiatives are consistent with culture and values, they are more likely to be adapted. Additionally, providing adequate training and resources is significant since it offers support to employees adjusting to the change. Utilizing a measurement tool and providing feedback is also an important aspect of the strategies to reduce resistance to change. And lastly, the involvement of employees regularly is significant. When employees are included in the procedure, they feel valued, and it helps to reduce fear and uncertainty. In conclusion, change is essential. Change is crucial for growth and success in an organization. Understanding resistance to change is crucial for the implementation of change initiative. It allows proactive management and smooth transition. The implementation of effective strategies to mitigate resistance to change will strengthen organizational culture and pave the way for continuous improvement. This is our reference list. Thank you for listening.